Many of us believe that remembering everything from the past, every joy, sorrow, pain, and happiness, makes us stronger. But we often forget that carrying everything with us isn't a sign of wisdom. True freedom in life sometimes comes from letting go. This story is like a metaphor or a reflection in a mirror that offers us an important life lesson. And at the end of the story, I want you to ask yourself, am I living in the present or still dying in the past? Once upon a time, long ago, there was a bird living in a forest. This bird was very sweet and beautiful, but for some time it had started doing something strange. Whatever the bird saw, heard, or felt each day, whether good or bad, it would write those experiences on small stones. Then it would store those stones in a little pouch and fly away. Whether the memory was happy or sad, the bird believed every moment was worth remembering. It became a habit, and it even found joy in it. It thought good memories should be kept forever because such moments might never come again. Even bad experiences had something to teach, so those should be written down too. In the beginning, it was fun for the bird. Every day, it wrote its experiences on stones and filled the pouch. But as time went on, the habit grew stronger. The pouch became fuller with new stones every day. As a result, flying became harder for the bird. Still, it believed that someday all these memories would be useful. That tiny pouch had become like a treasure chest of its life. But with time, the pouch grew heavier. The more stones, the more weight. And slowly, it started affecting the bird's wings. It couldn't fly as fast or as high as before. One day, the bird met an old wise owl on the way. The owl asked, "Little bird, why are you carrying this pouch?" The bird smiled and replied, "This pouch holds everything from my life, every joy and sorrow, every lesson from my past." The owl frowned and said, "Then are you even alive in the present? Or are you just flying with the weight of yesterday's memories?" The bird didn't understand. It flew away, but this time the flight felt heavier and more painful. Weeks passed. Now the pouch was so full, it was overflowing. The bird could barely lift off the ground. Its wings ached. It had no strength left. Yet it still dragged the pouch with it as it walked. One rainy day, while trying to walk forward, the bird slipped. The weight of the stones crushed its fragile body. It lay still, buried under the memories it once believed were the key to its survival. But now, those very memories had taken its life. When the rain stopped, some birds flew in to check, but the little bird was already gone. Soon the owl arrived. Looking at the motionless bird with sadness in his eyes, he whispered, "Memories are meant to guide us, not to weigh us down." This short story gives us a powerful lesson. Whether good or bad, memories should be left in the past. We must learn to forget and move on. We shouldn't carry everything with us. We often do the same. We collect every little memory, good and bad. But if we continue to carry the weight of the past every day, we eventually feel tired from the inside. We failed to enjoy the present, and we can't move toward the future. Just like what happened with the bird, many people hold on to past pain or even past joy for too long. But life is all about letting go. We can't bring back what we've lost, but we can make today beautiful. So, leave behind whatever has happened, good or bad, and learn to live in the present. Because we cannot change yesterday, but we can shape today. Try new experiences, do something new, and build something meaningful in your life. Forgive, forget, move forward, feel something new, take fresh steps, and live with a peaceful heart. If you believe this story should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to stay with us. I'll return again with another inspiring story. Until then, be patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.
Okay, let's unpack this. Many of us, we grow up with this really powerful idea, almost instinctual,
Yeah.
that being strong, being wise, it means remembering everything. Every single joy, every sorrow, the pain, the happiness, hold on to it all. That's what we're told. It's like our past is this vault, right? And the more we stuff in there, the richer we are. But
Yeah.
what if that's not the whole picture? What if real freedom, that kind of deep strength, sometimes comes from actually letting go? Could it be that carrying everything isn't wisdom, but maybe just a weight, a burden holding us back? That's really the big question we're tackling in this deep dive.
And what's really fascinating here, the source material we're looking at, it speaks directly to that. It's not some dense academic text. It's a story, a really powerful, evocative story. Think of it like a mirror, maybe, reflecting these big life lessons about memory, burden, liberation. So our mission today really is to dive into this narrative, to pull out the insights it offers about how we deal with our memories, the good and the bad. And it kind of pushes you, the listener, to ask yourself, am I really here, living now, or am I maybe still, caught up in yesterday, still dying a bit in the past? It's a sharp question, really hits home.
It really does make you think straight away because this isn't just abstract, right? The source uses this amazing metaphor. So let's imagine. Picture this forest, way back when, deep green trees stretching up. And in this forest, there's this sweet little bird. Beautiful thing, but it had this habit, a curious one. Seemed okay at first, maybe even noble. Every day, whatever happened, what it saw, heard, felt, good or bad. Bit of sunshine, a sad moment, whatever. It would write it down on a little stone,
Yeah.
meticulously.
Right, writes it on a stone and then tucks it away into this little pouch it carried. And the bird really believed, that every moment mattered, had to be kept. Its logic was pretty simple, quite relatable, actually. Good memories, keep them forever. Maybe they won't happen again. Bad experiences, well, there must be a lesson there, right? So keep those too. And in the beginning, you can almost see it. It was kind of fun for the bird. It liked filling up its pouch. Felt like it was building something important. A record of its life, stone by stone.
Yeah, you can totally see the appeal. We all value our experiences. But here's where it gets really interesting and a bit sad, actually. How this innocent habit, it just gradually changes. It shows how something good can slowly turn into something else, almost without us noticing. As the habit got stronger, more automatic, well, things started to shift.
Yeah. Exactly. So every day, more stones, new memories added. The pouch gets fuller and fuller, heavier. In the bird's head, it wasn't just a pouch anymore. It was its treasure chest. Everything was in there. But here's the crunch, the real start of the deep dive issue. As that pouch got heavier, it started to affect the bird physically. It couldn't fly as fast, couldn't get as high. Its wings, they actually started to ache. You can almost feel it. But even then, even with the aching wings, the bird just held on to that belief. Someday, it thought, all these memories, they'll be useful. They have to be.
Wow, that image is potent, rationalizing it even as it gets harder. So then one day the bird's struggling along, barely flying, more like hopping. It meets an old wise owl. And the owl, owls see everything. It notices the heavy pouch, the struggle, and it asks pretty gently, "Little bird, why carry that? It looks so heavy." The bird, it manages a smile, maybe a tired one, and says, "Oh, this holds my life, owl. Every joy, every sorrow, all my lessons."
Mm-hmm. And this is the absolute pivot point, the core of it. The owl hears this, and it doesn't just nod along, it frowns, deeply concerned, and asks this piercing question, the one that should echo for us. Then, the owl says, "Are you even really alive now, in the present? Or are you just flying, or maybe just moving with the weight of yesterday?" The bird, well, the story says it didn't understand, maybe couldn't understand, too caught up in it all. So it flew away, or tried to. But the source makes a point of saying this time the flight felt heavier, more painful than ever. That internal weight was becoming unbearable.
Ugh, you can almost feel that ache yourself, can't you? That dawning horror when the thing you trust starts to betray you. And this leads to the really tragic part, but it's so illustrative. Weeks go by, the pouch, it's not just full, it's overflowing. Stones are literally falling out, but the bird can't let go. It can barely get off the ground now. Wings ache constantly, strength is gone, just weary. But still dragging this impossible weight. Walking now, not flying.
Yeah, the dream of flying is long gone. Then, one rainy day, it's trying to walk, struggling on the wet ground. It slips. And the weight of all those stones, all those memories it clung to, it crushes the bird. Its fragile body just lies there, still, buried, as the source says, under the memories it once believed were the key to its survival. But those memories took its life, chilling. After the rain stops, the wise owl comes back, sees the bird, and just whispers, with this deep sadness, "Memories are meant to guide us, not to weigh us down."
Wow. What a stark ending. So, okay, what does this mean for us? This isn't just a bird story, is it? No, it hits hard because we often do the exact same thing. We're collectors too. We gather every little thing, good, bad, past hurts, failures. We hold on to them, past joys too. The good old days we can't let go of. Every lesson, every regret, we store it all up. Thinking just like the bird that remembering it all makes us stronger, wiser. We fill our own invisible pouches without even thinking about the weight.
Which brings up that really important question, right? What are the consequences for us? And the parallels are, well, they're pretty clear and quite deep. If we keep carrying the full weight of the past, day in, day out, just like the bird, we get tired. But it's an inside tired, a soul tiredness. It drains our spirit, our energy, and like the bird couldn't fly. We can't really enjoy the present moment. We can't fully be here. We get stuck. Can't move towards the future because we're anchored to what was. That constant weight, it stops us from experiencing what is now. And it even stops us from imagining or creating what could be. So the core insight, really hammered home by this story, is that freedom, that lightness. Sometimes it comes from letting go, not hoarding everything. It's about knowing what guides you versus what just weighs you down.
I bet some listeners are thinking, hold on, my good memories inspire me. And shouldn't I remember mistakes to learn?
That's a fair point. It's not about erasing the past. So how does the source help us tell the difference between learning from memory and being burdened, even by good ones? It's not amnesia, right? No, absolutely not amnesia. That's a critical point you raise. The source isn't saying forget everything or pretend it didn't happen. It's more about what psychologists might call rumination, where we just replay things over and over, especially that stuff. Or maybe we constantly compare now to some past glory. And that replaying, that comparison, it just drains us, like the bird losing its strength. The difference is in the emotional charge a memory holds now. A memory that guides. You recall it, get the lesson, feel maybe gratitude or acceptance, and then you let the intense emotion go. You come back to now. It informs you, but it doesn't control you. But a memory that weighs you down, you're still tangled up in the emotion of it, still feeling the sting of that past hurt maybe, or the self-doubt from that failure, or even feeling sad because the present isn't like that amazing past moment. The source suggests real learning isn't about reliving the feeling intensely. It's about integrating the wisdom, the actual lesson learned, and then consciously unhooking from the emotional weight, the attachment. Like taking the lesson, the insight, but not carrying the whole heavy event around with you constantly.
That distinction makes so much sense. Take the wisdom, leave the heavy emotional backpack. And the great thing is, the source doesn't just point out the problem, it offers a way forward, a really clear message. Life is all about letting go. Simple, but profound. It reminds us, look, some things we just can't change. Can't bring back what's gone. A person, a chance, that specific moment, and we definitely cannot change yesterday, no matter how much we wish we could. And this is the empowering bit, we can make today beautiful. We can shape this moment right now. That's where our real power is.
Exactly. That's the big mindset shift. Choosing, deliberately, to leave the past behind, good or bad, and instead learning to live fully right here, right now. And the source gives some really practical steps for this. For dropping those stones, metaphorically, it's not just one big thing, it's small intentional actions. Like actively try new experiences, go do something different. Why?
Right.
Because novelty pulls us out of old ruts. It builds new memories, present ones. Do something new that needs your focus now. And it also really pushes the idea of building something meaningful today. A skill maybe, or a connection, a project. Something that points you forward. It pulls your energy away from looking back. And then there's the crucial emotional work. Two key parts. First, forgive what needs forgiving. And this isn't always about the other person or saying what happened was okay. Often it's about releasing your anger, your resentment, for your own peace. Forgiveness is a way to free up your own energy.
Right. Forgiveness for yourself. That's powerful. And the second part of that, forgetting what needs forgetting. That sounds tricky. Some memories feel burned in. How do we forget without just denying things?
Yeah, it's not about denial at all. That's key. When the source says forget, it means letting go of the emotional power those memories hold over you now. It's about reducing their grip, stopping them from dictating how you feel or act today. So you forget in the sense that the sharp pain fades, it becomes less intense, less controlling. You might remember the facts, the lesson learned, sure, but you release the heavy feeling, the burden. It stops being a huge stone crushing you and maybe becomes just a small, smooth pebble. It's there, but it doesn't hurt to carry. And when you do that emotional work, then you can really move forward with purpose. Purpose pulls you towards the future, stops you from just drifting on past currents. The source says, feel something new, open up to now, take fresh steps, symbolically leave the old path, and ultimately try to live with a peaceful heart, which isn't about having no problems, but about not being constantly dragged down by what was. So by shedding that unnecessary weight, the old hurts, the baggage, the clinging, you create space. Loads of space. Space for now, for a good present, and for a future that feels open, not predetermined by the past. It really is about choosing life. Right here.
This has been, yeah, really impactful, a deep dive that hits close to home. Going from that little bird story, collecting its stones, to seeing how we do that, how we carry our past. It really highlights that wisdom in letting go and brings back that owl's words so clearly. Memories guide us, they don't weigh us down.
Yeah.
Having a past that enriches, not restricts, that's the goal, isn't it?
Absolutely. Which leads to that final thought, that question for you, the listener. As you go about your day, really think about that bird story. Not just as a story, but as, well, maybe a mirror. What's its lesson for you? Ask yourself, honestly, am I fully here now, taking first steps, building something meaningful? Or am I maybe still flying or just walking with that heavy pouch from yesterday? We all carry stones. We all do. So maybe just consider, what's one stone? Just one. One old regret, one attachment, one burden. What's one stone you could maybe choose to gently set down today, just to lighten the load a little, to open up to what's next? Until next time, be patient with yourself. Stay grateful for today and keep moving forward, one step at a time.